Mark here, folks, cooking books and bringing the info. Real quick. So what I want to share is I'm actually writing my book. I'm in the middle of writing my book. I've been writing since what 9:30, 10 o'clock. It's now 12. It's 1 o'clock now. Wow. Yeah, time flies when I'm having fun. So I've been sitting here for the last, I would say, 3 or 4 hours, and I just decided to take a quick break. And the reason why I wanted to take a quick break to this and share this video. Uh, yeah. So I want to just share with you guys really quick. There's a scene in the movie. I had a Limitless moment, right? So I want to share with you guys my Limitless moment. There's a scene in the movie Limitless where Bradley Cooper he takes the pill. The guy's sitting down, and I believe he's writing a book, right? Or he's trying to play a piano. I don't remember exactly the fine tuned details, but nonetheless, there's a scene where he's writing. I think he's writing, and you see words falling out of the sky onto him as he's writing, like inspiration. Words just was falling left and right. All kind of words was just coming to him from the ether, right? From the environment, the space he was in. Words was just coming. And we watch these movies and we consider these movies to be sci-fi. But what's the opposite of sci-fi? Sci-truth, right? Because these movies are showing us a basic truth that we might just find as entertainment or, again, sci-fi, right? But the reality is, what we don't see, folks, what that movie was showing you, that scene, that small scene, what that small scene, that basic truth, that kind of we had a glimpse, that was a glitch that allows us to see that what we do not see is actually what is reality. Let me say that again. What you cannot see is actually reality, and what we do see, the things that we do see, are the consequences or subsequent to reality that we don't see. I'm gonna say that again. It's a little confusing. What you don't see is actual reality, and the things we do see are the consequence of that reality. And what I mean by that is that the real world exists. The real world exists at an infinitesimal state or a state of quantum, a state of quanta, which means it is so minute, such minutiae that what we see in the physical realm has been the manifestation of what we can't see in the ethereal realm or the etheric realm or the spirit realm. And yeah, so as I'm sitting here, I've been writing, like I said, for the last 3.5 hours, and I've had my limitless moment, right, where this is a flow of information, and it's called a stream of consciousness. And when you can tap and hit that frequency of a stream of consciousness, that means all cylinders, right, all your neurons are on go, right? All cylinders are burning at the same time. You got all the neurons in your brain are in sync, right? They're all flowing, uh, creating a field of or a stream of information for you. So if I could have seen in the invisible realm, I would see, like the movie shows you, you would see all the information falling into my receptors, which are the neurons. No, actually, no. The dendrites are the receptors, excuse me. The neurons are the transmitters. So you would see the information falling into the dendrites, which are dendrite come from the Greek for tree or branch-like, because they're the ends of cells that have a branch-like uh, geometry or shape. They have branch-like shapes at the ends of the cells, and the branch-like shape is because these branch-like tentacles of the cell actually picks up or receives the information from your environment. So this is why it's called it's dendrite, which comes from the Greek for tree, because they have branch-like uh, extensions at the end of the cells, and they're responsible for sensing your environment, outside, sensing the environment outside of the cell, and actually collecting signals. So in the movie where you see all the information falling on him, what it's actually falling into is the dendrites. The dendrites then convey that the signals by means of what's called an axon, AXOM. I believe it's an axon, right? And that's the area of the cell that transfers the information to the neurons, which then fires the electrical impulses by means of what's called neurotransmitters, and that's how you get thoughts. That's just the science of thoughts, right? How thoughts are generated, right? So, yeah, it's interesting. So I just had my limitless moment. I want to share that with y'all. For the last 3 hours, I've been sitting here, and information's just been pouring. Like I'm sitting here typing, and I've been writing my book for the last, I would say, week or maybe 2 weeks now, and I've just been typing. I'm just sitting here just typing, and it's just flowing, it's flowing. There's sometimes I have like these mental orgasms. I tell it's a term I like to coin, where I get like these mental orgasms, right? So the information feels so good, and it's like if you could see there's something called Carillion photography. Carillion photography. It's a device created by a scientist. I forgot his first name, but his last name is Carillion, and it's a kind of it's a kind of like a camera. It allows you to see the aura of a human being, like the state that you're in, your etheric body, your spirit body. If you could see my aura through the Carillion photography, I'm pretty sure I would probably be resonating in a state of probably what color? Because each state has a corresponding color, right? So I would probably not red. Red is low. I would probably be somewhere. You'd have probably seen like a blue, not really greenish. It would be more like a bluish, purplish, bluish kind of uh, emission coming off of my body, right? Because all of our auras have corresponding colors, right? That's why you're called a human. People don't know that. That's why they call us humans. Hue, Hue, means what? Shades of color, different shades of color. And man, so we're called humans because we're man, obviously, but we have different shades of color, not just in our pigmentation, that's the physical expression, but in our etheric body or our aura. Our aura depicts or it emanates different colors depending on how you're feeling. So how you feel, if I have a Carillion camera, I can look at you through the camera and see how you're feeling by means of the color that you're emanating, because each color is coordinated to a different frequency, a different vibration. So how you feel will emanate the color that corresponds to that feeling. So if you have a feeling of joy, of happiness, you're going to see more of a light, airy, ethereal kind of a color. So a yellow, uh, uh, bluish. If you're angry, if you're depressed, if you're sad, you're going to see more of a reddish. Angry would be more reddish, uh, a darkish kind of hazy kind of color. But you'd be able to you'd be able to see it. So yeah, so if you could have seen like the information that I'm receiving as I'm writing, and I said receiving because Nikola Tesla says, right, there's a core in the universe from which we get inspiration, knowledge, and strength. He said, I have not penetrated the secrets of this core, but I know that it exists. That's Nikola Tesla. You can research that. So as I'm sitting here writing and I understand how the science works and how the universe works, I know that I was plugged in to that core for at least those last 3 hours I was receiving, right? My dendrites was receiving, and I'm just sitting here and I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. And I'm writing, and I'm like, damn, this is good writing. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the best. This is going. Let me just tell you that this is going to be the best book ever written in the history of the history of the history of the world. I mean, this book should be placed in the pantheon of greatness. It should be archived in the Library of Congress. It should be given a World Nobel Peace Prize. It should Plato, Aristotle, Shakespeare. No, not to hate on you guys, but I'm telling you, the Iliad, Homer, can't. This book is the book of all books. None of those names I just named can write like this book that I'm writing. It's just that good. I know I'm cocky, arrogant, and pompous, and a lot of you guys will probably give me a thumbs down for that, but it's okay. I appreciate your thumbs down. It just lets me know that you're listening, you're paying attention, and that's what I want. So, but I'm telling you, this is the book of all books. It's called Nature versus Nurture, or is it neither? Is it the ether? Right? And it's a science. It's science. It's everything. It's got a plethora. It's just a mixture. It's like a good cocktail. Just mixed. Everything is in there, and I should have it ready probably by Christmas time, so you can have a gift to get for your friends and family members, even your haters and your enemies. Everybody should read this book. It's the best book ever written on the planet. Like I said, if you search the solar system, the 9 planets, and if you look at the entire galaxy, all throughout the galaxy, you will never find a book ever so eloquently, articulately, and elegantly written. It's just that I'm just telling you facts. All right, peace.